And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. He'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. He completes it to Henry. 6 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing on third down, Newton. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Here we go. Katie. Check 53. Got you. I got you.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gun.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Oh, spinning away. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Check 26, check 26.
Here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 27-yard line.
What? 380.
So don't say nothing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, and he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Let's go, defense.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for an Austin first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Play action. It's Wilson rolling to his right. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's it. 188. 36. 20. Watch the run. Watch the run. Slam. Gun. What is that?
from the gun. Here's Newton. And he's got Miller. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
What is it? 20.
36. And watch the screen.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Hey! Watch the slant. 5-36.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for them to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for them. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, But which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done? Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. On third down, Wilson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Wilson to throw. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Ricky Seals-Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1. There he goes, right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Scott Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Now Wilson on first down. And he'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. He'll buy some time right. And he comes back with one complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run with Lynch. And Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Cam fakes the give and keeps it, and caught by Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early, and, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Armadillos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
14.
Play action. Now Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, 87 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Wilson. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Wilson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back now in Austin as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Open man here is Foster. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson.
Complete to Equinemius St. Brown. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 40, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson will throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 33 and a 1st. Well, you hate that for him. He gets so close on the big run, but has him in excellent position.
And I know there's plenty of competitive spirit on the defensive side of the ball, but part of me wonders if they would have just preferred him to go ahead and take it into the end zone rather than...
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That'll put him at 190 receiving yards now. He's putting on a show. He also has a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
First down and 10.
Move the team.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Then his pass is intercepted and it's a fumble. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Gun.
Under 10, 10. Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.